All right, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get started right. And our first round of the best in 5, it's Maru versus Reynor. Now, y'all, Reynor is the only foreigner left in this tournament. He's going up against one of the best StarCraft 2 players of all time. Easily the second best player in the world in 2018, only behind Cyril. And easily a Terran legend. Let's see what happens here. Got some standard ass builds going on here. Standard ass. Just skipping through all the boring stuff. Reynor going for the fast Zergling speed, fast OV speed combo here, which has been quite common from Zergs recently here. He will actually be able to save this Overlord as a result. That 100 gas, preventing him from being supply blocked. Now he's going to come in. He sees a lot of Marines here, but he's going in once again with this Overlord. He sees the Cloak Banshee. He sees the Hellion. This is a very perplexing build here. There's no way there's a third CC anywhere here. So he sees Marine Cloak Banshee. This is a very odd build coming out of Maru here. But Reynor knows to expect some type of aggression pretty early on, so he won't overdrone. We do see the third CC coming in now for Maru, but this is still a very interesting build here. And keep in mind, with the add-on placements here, there's no stim in this army. It's just a relatively large clump of Marines and then the Cloak Banshees. We do have the Spores coming down now for Reynor, countering the Cloak Banshees, of course. And he's just getting a lot of queens, getting a few lings, getting a bailing nest. Reynor should be all set to deal with this. We have an armory on the way here as well. So I think what's going to happen here is this is going to be a very late but interesting stim Hellbat timing. No, it can't be a stim Hellbat timing. He doesn't have time to get stim. It's going to be an unstimmed Hellbat timing. With double Cloak Banshee. Maru just getting everything that he can in this push. There is stim. So now Maru's pushing out here, but Reynor already at a relatively good drone count here. Should be able to hold this pretty easily. Nice snipe of the Overlord there with the Banshee. And now Reynor is building units. He's going to get ready for this push, which is, again, a very odd push. There's no medevacs. There's no stim. It's just mass Cloak Banshee, Hellbat Marine. Reynor with decent creep spread here immediately gets picked off. And now we see what's going to come out here. There's not too many Banelings here. There's only 4, but Maru not splitting perfectly here. They absolutely wreck the Hellbats, and the push is already over. The 2 Cloak Banshees here definitely still have some potential. But with the OB speed, the Overseer can get on top of them pretty easily here. And I don't think Maru's actually going to be able to get too much done here with these Banshees. He might be able to pick off one of the tumors, but Reynor just held that very easily. We do have the third base coming out now, and we do have the +1 coming in for Maru. So we'll see how this progresses into the mid game here, but I definitely like Reynor's position better. Okay, so I definitely like this position for Reynor better. His 4th base is on the way at a decent time. His upgrades are coming relatively soon. We're going to see what these Cloak Banshees can get done here. Keep in mind, they are able to one-shot drones, so he's going to be able to pick off at least 4. Which is very nice here. There's actually no Spore here, which is a massive Overseer. Oh, the Spore's on the north side of the hatchery. The Overseer is on the way now. And with that, it's going to be very difficult for Maru to actually get any more utility here with the Banshees. He's going to pull the Banshees back. Woo. Maru unloading his medevacs right at the edge of creep here is going to clear quite a few of these very active tumors. And the units coming in here now from Reynor will push this back, but not without losing a pretty significant amount of creep. And Maru now going to go for his very, very excellent double drop style that he is just able to execute better than most Terrans in the world. I feel like the only person that can do it better is TY. And Reynor with a nice contaminate on the factory here, delays the siege tank here, and Maru loses quite a lot of the bio there to that drop. Unfortunately, not able to get those units in the medevacs in time. Unloads here on the high ground will pick off an Overlord, but I still like Reynor's position here quite a bit. And he's at 82 workers, which is also very nice here for Zerg. Taking the center left 5th base here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Melody.
1 year Pog Champ.
That is quite the Pog Champ indeed. You lovely, lovely lady. Thank you so much for the sub. Love you, girl. You're fantastic. I don't know who wins Katowice, so we're watching the round of 4, and we're watching the grand finals. Reynor's going to come in here with a Ling run by. Unwise decision with the tank siege there. And you let me know if you ever want to talk, Mel. I love you. Okay, so we have this Overlord, unfortunately still in range of the missile turret. Get wrecked. Excuse me. Why am I yawning so much? I must be tired. Reynor just now dropping the Hydra Den at the same time as his hide. He actually got an infestation pit before he got any other layer tech. I love it. He doesn't give a fuck. I'm sorry, boomer. Wasn't my intention. So now this is a lot coming out here from Maru. The double drop here actually working very well. Actually kills the 6th base here of Reynor here on the bottom right. And wow, look at that cost efficiency here from Maru. That's insane. He's so good. Not that Reynor's bad by any means, but now the question is, how does Maru handle this late game? Because Reynor's ZVT late game is among the best in the world. Once he gets to 93 workers, or in this case, 97 workers, or excuse me, I'm sorry, in this case, 101 workers, it's really hard to kill him. He just takes the entire map and he just builds mass lurkers, and it's really hard for Terrence to stop him. But we'll see if Maru can do it. And if he can, that would just be lovely. Maru picking up quite a few lings here. Nice pickups here. He's just clearing the creep here. And honestly, the fact that Reynor still has creep this far out of the map is very impressive. I'm actually blown away here that Reynor's respreading the creep this diligently. It's very excellent, because Maru's been clearing it very regularly. So now with the hive here, Reynor's going to get Adrenal Glands. He's got a lot of money in the bank here. He's going to start +1 range attack. He should get +3 Carapace, and then he should start getting lurker upgrades. He's going to build another Evo chamber here. Going to go for triple upgrades here. He definitely has the money to get lurker up. He has the money to get all the tech in the world that he needs right now. I don't know why he's not maxed and not getting all the tech. There's Seismic Spines. He needs to get +3 armor, and then he needs to get +3 weapons from the other Evo. This drop here in the main actually has the potential to do a lot of damage. You clean up all the units here. He's gonna kill a couple of these drones, quite a few of the queens here. Kills an extractor. If he can get on top of the tech, that would be huge. Getting the infestation pit is not the most important tech structure here, but it is still something. All of these lings try to surround these marines here, and they're getting caught in the choke. Maru's just going to let this fight out. He's probably too busy looking at something else on the map. He is indeed clearing creep in the center there, and Maru will lose the drop at the main, but he did clear out quite a lot there, and still gets out with a medevac, which is not nothing. Maru rebuilding the Reynor rebuilding the infestation pit. I don't know if that's really necessary, but he already has the hive. Reynor's gonna take every base on the map that he can, which is definitely what you should be doing when you're playing this playstyle. But can Maru actually come in on this base now? Is the question. He will. Will he be able to kill it? The lurkers are gonna burrow here. They don't have fast lurker burrow. Maru gets the base, picks up, and leaves. An unfortunate loss there for Reynor, but again, he still has so much money. It doesn't even matter. He's getting fast lurker burrow here now. He's getting 2 Nidus networks, and Maru trying desperately to claim the center right base here. Reynor has a pretty insane Baneling Cow, but that is so many siege tanks here from Maru that there's no way Reynor's going to be able to push in here. The lurker's now getting attacked for talons, and Reynor needs to start getting upgrades. He just needs to get all the upgrades in the game. He's actually going to do a lurker drop into the main here. He drops 2 Niduses as well. If he gets the lurkers into the main here, this would be absolutely devastating here for Maru. But can Reynor do it? He burrows the lurkers And he will be able to clear the lurkers and get both the Niduses here. So that lurker drop shut down. Very excellently done there from Maru. The Banshees here actually getting some decent utility. There's not that many Hydras in this army. It's mostly just lurkers. And Reynor's going to get a Spire here. He needs upgrades. I can't believe that Reynor is floating this. There he goes, finally. I was like, you have 3 Evos. Just get your damn upgrades. All right, more Nidus is coming down here in the main. Maru, does he react to it? Does he have units that are actually in position here? He's got a lot of siege tanks here covering his 4th base here. The ghosts are here as well. The blinding clouds go down on the tanks, and the Bailings are absolutely going to wreck this planetary. Meanwhile, the Niduses are going to finish in the main here. We're going to see what sort of damage they get done. The Bailings kill the planetary, quite a few of the SCVs as well. The siege tanks are trading very efficiently here from Maru, and he's actually going to kill almost this entire attack wave, but is it enough? The lurkers are going to start to burrow here in the main, and this is where things are going to turn really south here for Maru. If he cannot get the snipes down, this is going to be really difficult here for Maru to deal with. He pulls his entire army back. There's more Niduses going down here in the back of the natural mineral line here. And Reynor is just absolutely everywhere. We're going to see what he can get done here. Most of his units are actually not in the Niduses here. Maybe he's just trying to keep the army of Maru at bay and then attack with his units somewhere else. It is worth noting here now, looking into this game very far in the future, Reynor has taken both of the corner bases. So what that means is that the more he mines from that, the better this is for Reynor, because eventually Maru will take those bases and they will have already dried up partially. So this is looking really nice here for Reynor. If he just keeps mining from those bases. And again, he's at 107 drones. I literally don't think I've ever seen more drones in a game of StarCraft. More workers, ever. I don't think I've ever seen anybody have 107 drones. The ghosts are coming out here now. Reynor's trying desperately to save this center right base. He will kill the top right expansion that Reynor was mining for a while now. And Maru's army is absolutely better here. But it's really hard for Maru to push across the map when Reynor is being this relentless with the pressure. More lurkers, more upgrades coming out here from Reynor. I'm actually really surprised Reynor's not going for double Spire. Honestly, he has the money for it. And getting both the upgrades here might scale well later in the game in case he wants to transition into anything he wants. He's only just now getting Hydra's speed. I love it. It's ridiculous. Look at the cost efficiency, though, of Maru, though. This is insane. It doesn't matter, though. I think that Reynor's just going to mine so much of the map that it doesn't matter. But the cost efficiency here from Maru has just been absolutely outstanding. The lurkers are going to burrow here. The Bailings coming in now on top of the ghosts. Some excellent splitting here now from Maru. And there is no detection here. The Overseer finally gets here, and the Bailings are going to get on top of these ghosts here. Maru will lose quite a few of the tanks, several of the ghosts, and this base. But, or will he lose the base? Okay, the Bailey's coming in here now. He's going to kill enough SCVs. He will eventually lose the base. He should kill this planetary as well, honestly. But it looks like Maru here with a counterattack. He kills the bottom right base here of Reynor. Reynor suddenly with absolutely no money here. And Maru's going to kill this base as well. Did Reynor trade too cost inefficiently here? He might have. And now he has no place to mine. He can't mine the top left. His first several bases are mined out. He can't actually send these 92 drones anywhere. Reynor looks a little bit distraught here. Maru has traded so efficiently this game. Oh my God. Look at this. Look at this nonsense. He has literally traded half as efficiently as Maru has. That is insane. Usually it's a differential of like a couple of thousand, several thousand resources. He has literally lost twice as much shit as Maru has. That is unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I can't believe that Maru trades this well. And again, Reynor has 92 SCVs, or 92 drones, and he cannot do anything with them. Yo, Radufax BL. I think that's how I pronounce that. I don't know how. Thank you very much for the follow, my friend. I appreciate it. I hope you're enjoying the commentary. This is incredible play here from Maru. And Reynor is just desperately trying to take the bottom right base. The fact that he hasn't rebuilt the bottom center is actually very concerning. Yes, there's not that many minerals there, but he still needs somewhere to put his drones. Not retaking that base is a huge error. He's going to try to retake the top left. Now, the thing is, the top left, I actually don't know if the top left is within range of the sensor tower that Maru has at his 4th base, but it might be, and then it might just be like impossible for Reynor to ever take that base. Maru needs to take another base though. He's got the center right. Maybe he doesn't. Maybe he can just hold this with this 5. He's been trading so efficiently here, and he actually has quite a bit of money. Reynor's getting a relatively scary army now, but these ghosts have the potential to snipe all of these lurkers. They certainly do. A couple of abducts go down, but Reynor just lost even more very expensive units here from a very cost-efficient trade from Maru. I cannot stress how hard this is for a Terran to do in this position. Like, Reynor usually beats every single Terran I've ever seen with this strat, and Maru is actually holding on very well here. Reynor also not having +3 on his lings and his lurkers is a very massive blunder as well. Gonna try to mine from this base here in the bottom right and try to take the top left. But if Maru just takes the top left at this point, I think Maru wins this game, because Reynor has traded so inefficiently. So he is gonna be able to pick up the bio there after killing several of the lurkers here. Again, cost-efficient trading here from Maru, absolutely out of this world. Reynor's going to try to attack this base here. He doesn't actually have that many lurkers here. There's a good Viking count here for the Vipers that could potentially come here. And I just don't see how Reynor is able to break Maru at this point. Maru is playing such excellent defensive play. And this Overseer, even trying to go for a Nidus in the main, gets sniped. And this is just phenomenal play here from the Korean Terran. And again, if Maru takes the top left base, that's over. Oh my god! Look at that unit's loss tab. It's insane. Maru is a monster. He's so good. I can't believe it. I can't believe it's gone on this long. Reynor's finally retaking the bottom center base. He doesn't have +3 on his units. He might have thought that he had, but honestly, those last 2 upgrades are a big deal. His entire army composition is Lingbane Lurker, and he needs those upgrades. The ghosts are actually going to be able to pick all this off. Some nice splash damage here from our, and then immediately picks up. God, his game sense is fantastic. He unloads everything. He doesn't actually split the parasitic bomb medevac here, but I don't think it actually matters. Reynor does have a lot of money in the bank, but so does Maru, and Maru is now trying to take the top center base. Okay, is Reynor going to push in here? I don't think this is a good idea. I don't think this is a good idea here at all. Maru with some beautiful snipes going down here on these lurkers. And there's just no way for Reynor to engage into this. The tanks are so well sieged, and he just lost so much there. There's a hatch here, and Maru wants to take the base, and there's a hatch. I love it. So Maru's going to kill that hatch right here, and then with that gone, he's going to be able to claim this base for himself. He should be able to claim that base for himself. Yeah, and then with that, I just don't see what happens here. I mean, Reynor's going to run out of money. Reynor's just straight up going to run out of money. If Maru keeps the base in the top left and he keeps the base in the center right, Reynor's going to run out of money. Look at this. He's lost 25 lurkers. Maru's lost 11 ghosts. That being said, this is a nice run by here from Reynor, denying this base. And this is absolutely crucial here. Reynor coming in with a bunch of units here on the center right as well. Some nice blinding clouds go down at the tanks, but the banelings again crashing into the tanks. Not very cost efficient here from Reynor, who does delay the top left base here for quite a bit. But I don't know, guys. I think Maru's got this. I think Maru's got this. His upgrades are significantly better, too. He's getting Liberators. He's getting ship upgrades. His Vikings Liberators are going to scale significantly better. This is just phenomenal play here from the Korean Terran. And Reynor's playing well, don't get me wrong. But Maru is playing just that much better. And now Maru has the top left base. He has a very good worker count at 56, and I say that intentionally. Reynor just now realizing he doesn't have +3, a massive blunder throughout this entire game. But again, Maru's worker count at 57 is actually really important here, because he doesn't actually have that much money left in his first several bases, so he doesn't need that many SCVs, which means now he has a much better army. Reynor's gonna attack into here. He does have Vipers, he does have Lurkers. Can he actually get this done? The Banelings are going in a very odd pathing here, walking past every single SCV here. He will finally kill them, and he will kill the Planetary. But Maru's army supply is monstrous. And this could be really dangerous here for Reynor. Rainer's losing a lot here, so he's 3,000 gas in the bank, which is not something to laugh at. That's definitely a lot here. But Maru has the top left base. He has the top left base. He can just take that and keep mining, and it'll be fine. And he has another CC. He's floating it over to the center right now. He can just drop mules and mine that out real quick. Reynor with 86 workers and basically nowhere to send them. He does not have enough mineral patches and Vespine patches to actually use these drones. He literally cannot use these drones. And he can't stop Maru from mining the center right base either. I think if Maru just like builds another planetary in front of his top left base and his top right and then just gets the siege tank spread, he'll be fine. It looks like Maru's going to try to kill the planetary here. He cancels, lifts. The ghosts are here. The ghosts mean business. The siege tank spread is very nice as well. And Reynor, he can't utilize. He's got 1 metric fuckload of lurkers, which is good, but isn't enough. Rainer's going to try to take this engagement here. I don't like this at all. Some beautiful parasitic bomb split here from Maru, and the lurkers from Reynor just get absolutely wrecked. He has no minerals left in the bank, and there is just no way that Reynor can win this game now. He just hemorrhaged so many units here. He might be able to get the ghosts, but nope, not even that. And Reynor has lost almost twice as much money throughout this game as Maru, who has his entire half of the map. GG! Maru takes game 1 against arguably the best ZVT player in the world. I'm just saying. People were giving me shit. They were like, there's no way that Maru's gonna do that well against Reynor. But you know, that was a pretty good game. If the performance keeps up like that, you know, Maru will take it. And to be clear, like, Reynor can come back and 3-1 this, or he can 3-2 this. I'm not saying Rainor's out of it yet, but, like, Maru played extremely well that game. Okay. Slightly different build coming out of Maru here. He has a fast 3rd CC. He's going for Liberators. He's going for Hellions as well. Gonna get Stim behind this. He's gonna start going into bio. He should be lifting his 3rd CC and taking his 3rd base pretty soon. Does he have an armory behind this? I think he does, but this is still a lot of Hellions here. Spores coming down now for Maru. He knows, or for Reynor, he knows that there's some starport unit that's about to come out. The Speed Overlord does scout. The 3rd base is gone, so he's taking the 3rd base. These Hellions, let's see what they can get done here. Quite a few of the queens are off creep here, and this Liberator is going to try to get whatever damage done it can. The spores are very nicely placed here for Maru. Oh, and he actually, he sieged that spore in a very bad spot here, and will lose it for free. That's a massive pickup there for Reynor, and actually holding off this Hellion attack very well. Also, great defensive capabilities here from Reynor. Excuse me. I don't know why I'm so sleepy. I'm gonna drink some water. Again, Reynor, I think Raynor's in a better position going into the mid game. His creep spread is really excellent. He has a 4th base already done. He's already going to go up to a very healthy worker count here, and his upgrades are actually on par with Maru's, which is also very important. Now, Maru is going to start doing bio drops. He's going to start trying to clear this creep. We're going to see how Reynor holds this off. I'm not yawning because this game is boring. I'm yawning because I'm sleepy. The Spire is actually going down here for Reynor, so he's going to go into Lingbane Muta, probably Ultra behind that. It doesn't usually make sense to transition into, Hydras behind that. This drop coming in now from Maru, not going to be able to find any damage done there, so he pulls back. Reynor with really excellent Overlord spread and creep spread. just has great vision on this map. Maru's not going to be able to surprise him anytime soon. And we shall see. Like, Maru needs to clear something. Looks like he's going to come out here with this drop, and he will be able to kill this base. The Widow Mines here are very nicely burrowed as well. Oh, some amazing splits there from Reynor. Will not ultimately wind up killing this. Or ultimately not wind up saving the base. But he did kill a lot of bio there. And lost very few lings. Way fewer than he should have. Here's the thing as well. I don't think Maru has scouted the spire. I love these queens. Just like, you're in timeout. I don't think he's scouted the spire. Those 8 mutas should be able to kill this bio drop basically immediately here. Looks like he's going to go up north, and the spore will take it out. Once again, the creep spread here from Reynor is basically uncontested. Let's see what sort of damage these Widow Mines can get done. Not too much. There are Widow Mines, there are drilling claws with this. The mutas come out here and will pick off a fully loaded medevac here. A Thor instantly starts for Maru. And more Widow Mines are on the way here as well. Going to use his factory units to try to counter the Mutalisks here. Turrets going down in every mineral line right now. And we're going to see how many Mutalisks Reynor builds here. Now, he is at 90 drones, and he has taken the gases here in the top right, which is great. And Reynor's just not been able to push this creep back, like, at all. Which is very unfortunate. Or, Maru's not been able to push the creep back. I misspoke. And the Banelings crashing into the supply depots here. Reynor might actually be able to push in on the space. There's actually not too much here. The Widow Mines here are a very massive threat, though. Reynor splitting beautifully here isn't enough. The Banelings crash into the Hellbats. And this base will be saved. However, Maru is very supply blocked. His third base wall is very open here. Sorry, excuse me. Okay, so Reynor coming in now with the mutas. There is a Thor here. The Thor is not going to be... The Thor is going to be enough, excuse me, to push this back. Widow Mine's crashing into a lot... Or the Bailey's crashing into a lot of the bio here. The Widow Mine shot a little bit too late. We're going to see if Reynor can clean this up. I'm amazed he doesn't have an oversteer with this group of mutas. He really needs one to pick off the... Widow Mines. He does have one now. He's going to come in and pick off a couple more. Very excellent micro from Reynor. And this creep spread is just out of control. Reynor has 7 bases now to the 4 of Maru. And Maru just cannot leave his portion of the map without Reynor seeing it. Again, this creep spread is just lovely. Maru finally pushing out here and clearing a little bit. Is Reynor going to commit to this 4th base? There's not too much here. He might be able to do it. The Bailings are trying to get to the SCV line here. Some good splits here from Maru. Doesn't lose that many SCVs, but will lose the base. And it looks like Maru, with that 4th CC being rebuilt on location, will be able to replant it down. Maru coming in here, pushing on the 7th base of Reynor, will kill it. Or will cancel it, rather. And Reynor now retransitioning into the Lurker Den. He's actually building 2 Lurker Dens. I don't know if that's a mistake or if he wants both the Lurker upgrades immediately. But he has the Hive. He can do it. The mutas here actually YOLOing onto the turrets. A very poor idea there from Reynor. Some bad trades here with the Widow Mines. And now the Lurkers are coming into gear. Again, these Lurkers have no upgrades. He has the potential to do double upgrades here, but this push here from Maru might be a little bit too strong. He's clearing even more of the creep here on the southwest side, and the Banelings are finally going to push this back. But Reynor is indeed getting both Lurker upgrades simultaneously, which is good for him. He has no Niduses yet. He's at 98 drones here and is mining from the center left base, which is very nice here for him. There's enough Marines here to clear back these mutas, but there's no way he can contest with these Lurkers, so he picks up and leaves. I'm sleepy. Oof. Now, Reynor is getting his +3 here this time. He does have +1 range attack as well. Can he get this base is the question. The Thors are here as well. Thors don't trade particularly well against lurkers, but they certainly don't trade poorly either. They can still kill lurkers. Nice redrop here from Maru as well, clearing up the rest of this. The lurkers here will not be able to kill this. They haven't even burrowed in time, and Maru's just trading so efficiently here throughout all of this. The rest of the army finally coming back here. He picks up. Is he going to go towards the main? I'm not entirely sure. Can these 2 Marines actually kill this base? That would be amazing. The Widowmine lands on that lurker. This is not something you see every day. And the lurker by itself cannot actually kill the Marine with a medevac. And therefore, Maru kills that base with no cancel. Maru finally clearing up the creep here throughout all of this. And these lings here, again, not trading particularly efficiently. Reynor's going to push in here with these banelings and these lurkers here. There's not too much to defend this base. There is a planetary here. There are banelings coming in. The Widowmine, will it be able to shoot out in time? Not quite. The planetary is very low here, and it will actually die. But Maru's Marauder count is pretty high. The Thors land here as well, and Reynor just loses basically his entire army. Was that worth it? I'm not entirely sure. Reynor does not know about this 5th base here in the bottom left, which is very important for him to find out. Reynor needs to start mining from the center left and the rich gas base, and then theoretically, if he wants to keep trading as inefficiently as he has been this game and as he did in the last game, he needs to take the center right base as well, or the rich gas of Maru, which would honestly probably be better for him. It's closer to his other bases, and he definitely would prefer to have the rich gas here. With this many lurkers and this many vipers in the composition, you need a lot of gas in order to make this work. Reynor is still at 98 drones. Maru's at 86 SCVs, and Maru has secured the bottom 5th base. He needs to put some sensor towers down, though. I would love to see Maru put some sensor towers down. All right, so Reynor's going to try to attack this base here. There's quite a few banelings here. There's some nice parasitic bombs going down here. Maru splits reasonably here. And the rest of the ghosts here should be able to pick off all these lurkers quite easily. They do go down. Reynor hemorrhaging quite a lot of units once again. He's building an Nidus for him here. And Maru's drop at the top right should be able to clear the 6th base here of Reynor, who again is trading very inefficiently. Maru has lost half the resources here once again. Insane cost efficiency here from Maru. Reynor is just throwing wave and wave and wave of Zerg into Maru, and Maru is standing strong like a rock. But there's a lot more lurkers on the way. There's a lot more vipers on the way. Maybe Reynor can get something done with this army. And he has had the bigger income for the much larger portion of the game. But Maru's army is just better. Again, Maru needs to build a sensor tower. He needs a sensor tower in the bottom left. That would help him so much here. I do like this siege position. Okay, he's finally getting the sensor tower now. He might be building it in between his 4th and his 5th, which honestly is a good position for it as well. Maru coming out here, sees this massive amount of lurkers here. And Reynor's only just now starting his +2 range attack upgrade, which is very late considering how many lurkers he has in this army. The Vipers are coming in now. Some beautiful EMPs here from Maru. Knock out all of the Vipers. The Banelings are still pushing forward here. He wants to try to get on top of the Ghosts here, but there is just too much here from Maru, and he kills all of them. He's going to lose 15 SCVs, but the Orbital will land once again. Maru can remake those pretty easily. He's getting nukes as well, and this is just marvelous here for Maru. He is not maxed out right now, but he can build whatever he wants to in his army, and he can remake anything that he just lost pretty easily. He still has a bank. Reynor is maxed out, and he is getting a lot of money here. He's trading very efficiently here, but is it enough? We're gonna find out. Maru's just dropping a bunch of CCs all over the place, trying to be able to reinforce whenever he can. And the sensor tower here being reestablished here at the 5th is very important. He'll see this attack coming. Here it comes. Reynor gathering just outside the edge here. And that Widowmine shot actually got a lot done here, but this is a pretty scary push here from Reynor. Maru pulls the SCVs immediately here. The ghosts are very clumped up, and the Banelings actually get a lot of them. An unfortunate trade there for Maru. Loses all the SCVs and the planetary as well. A very excellent attack here from Reynor. Absolutely decimates the economy here of Maru, who doesn't even have a CC relatively close by. He's going to send another one over there right now, but that was actually a very nice trade there for Maru, killing quite a few of the ghosts. Keep in mind, though, those are the first 5 ghosts that Maru's lost all game long, which is just insane. Maru does have the potential to go out on the map and start setting nukes and things, but there's still a lot. There's still a lot of money that Maru needs to make before he's able to do that. More planetaries coming down here for Maru, getting ready to reestablish some defensive posture. And now a big attack here at Maru's 3rd base. Reynor's siege tanks, there's only 2 in position here. The planetary is being built here, but the planetary is just not quite ready. The siege tanks are going to get surrounded here. The Lings are getting a ton of damage done on these SCVs. All of the tanks die. Maru's tanks re-sieging past this, but meanwhile, there's another attack here at the 6th base here. And Maru's army is actually getting kind of crushed, and Maru doesn't have that much money left. He needs to hold on to these expansions, but it's very difficult here. Reynor, with brilliant decision-making, is attacking more than one place at once and finally getting +3 for his lurkers here as well. Reynor's got a lot of money in the bank here. This is looking much better for him now. The 2 most recent attacks have put Reynor in a commanding lead in this game. But if he didn't do those last 2 attacks, I think Maru would have won for sure. And there's still a chance. There's still a chance for Maru here. But Reynor's ahead by a lot. He has 5,000 gas in the bank, which when you're building Lurker Viper is very, very nice to have. All right, so the Ling's going to come around here. The tanks go, he just runs right past the tanks. He's going to go through all the sensor towers. He's going to go in towards the 3rd base here. I actually really like this. Maru probably won't have that much here. Meanwhile, he does siege the Lurkers here at the same time in the top center. The Ling's split outside the natural. He's going to kill so many of these SCVs. A lot of the factories are here as well. He kills quite a few of the ghosts, as well as that sensor tower potentially. The Lurkers are going to clean up all of these tanks here as well. And Reynor just got a really excellent trade there, I think. Killed so many SCVs and quite a lot of the production here from Maru as well, which he cannot afford to replace. He's only building 1 tank at a time now. And this is just really dangerous for Maru to go into the later parts of this game. Reynor is, however, extremely supply blocked here. If Maru knew that, he'd be pushing in right now, trying to get as much damage done as possible while he has a significantly higher army supply lead. He is going to kill this base, which is quite nice, but Reynor has taken the center right, which is also very nice for Reynor. And another Ling riding by here once again. Reynor's transferring the drones over here. Maru's lost 20,000 less resources here, but doesn't matter. Reynor might just be able to get the damage done he needs. He's building Corruptors now. He's going to try to build something that counters the Vikings and the Liberators, but also potentially going to attack into Broodlords later to counter the massive amount of siege tanks and planetaries and missile turrets and everything else that's here for Maru, who has reclaimed the rich gas base. He desperately needs that. He's rebuilding factories now. And he keeps losing his sensor towers. It's really, really difficult here to stop Reynor without the sensor towers. He's rebuilding another one here, and I believe the rich gas base. And Reynor's going to push in here now. And this is a lot of Zerg coming out here. This is a lot of Corruptors as well. The Medivacs are getting parasitic bombs here. The Corruptors are just completely uncontested. The Vikings going to shoot down a couple of these Vipers here. But are there enough Corruptors to save this? I don't think there are. Maru losing a lot here in this push. And Reynor just pulls back with the rest of his army. He is losing a lot here. He's down to 1,000 minerals, which is actually not a lot. However, 7 Broodlords are on the way. Reynor still has enough money to max out. Maru, nowhere close to being maxed out right now. Even though he's on 6 bases, it's just not enough. He's building more SCVs now. He's going to scan, try to kill the base in the center left. But this is looking really excellent here for Reynor. He's getting infestors as well. Broodlord infestor. Very powerful dealing with ghosts. He's building a lot of spore crawlers as well. I actually really like this from Reynor because now he's taking the extra drones that he can't really mine efficiently with because he's mining out of his first several bases. He's taking those extra drones and he's building them to zone out the Liberators and to detect the lurker or the ghosts here. He's going to try to get these spores on the high ground here to try to get as close as he can to this base and then push up with the Broodlords. The sensor tower does see all this. The siege tanks are going to hit these spores here. But once the Broodlords get into position, this is going to be very, very difficult here. A nice abduct here on the siege tank, and the Broodlords are going to be able to wipe that out. And now this position is looking really excellent for Reynor. Maru is getting pretty close to maxed out. He's building a lot of Thors. He's building a lot of Vikings. He knows he needs to get a lot of air units down here. And this Nidus actually has the potential to do a lot of damage here. There's nothing that's actually in range here. Maru coming into the center right. There's a lot of spines here, but it's not going to be enough. The Broodlords absolutely decimate the rich gas base of Maru, and the lurkers are going to try to burrow in here. The siege tank sieging up. The Hydras are getting on top of this army, but the snipes here from Maru are really excellent as well. The base is going to get cleaned up. The Nidus did finish on the main, but I don't think there's actually anything in it. I don't even think Maru has realized there's a Nidus in his main. He's killing as many of these drones as he can. And this game is just completely turned on its head. I don't know who actually wins from here. Reynor is going to release some lings here and try to get into the main base here on Maru. I'd love to see him put some lurkers through that Nidus as well and get on top of all the production here. Maru is going to kill this rich gas base here as well, which is one of, which actually the gas is all gone at that base. And now, Reynor looks like he's in a little bit of trouble. He only has 700 minerals, and he's trying desperately to remax here with Broodlord Corruptor, which is a very excellent army composition. But if Maru can, it really comes down to who can take the better next fight and who can take another base. More ghosts are on the way here now from Maru. And Broodlords are going to abduct a couple of tanks here. This game is super close. A nice link run by here from Reynor is going to cancel this base. This Thor going to get completely surrounded here. Trading very efficiently here is Reynor for quite possibly the first time in the series, and he's going to re-rotate this Broodlord Infestor around. He has +2 air attack on these Broodlords, and his Broodlings are fully upgraded. A lot of these spores are going to die here, which he can't really afford to lose. They're going to help him so much in this fight if he can keep them alive, but he is not going to be able to. The Infestor's coming out now. This is a very scary army here from Reynor. Maru's EMPs need to be absolutely perfect. He stands, he sees the Infestors, he backs up immediately. He knows he has to take this fight very, very carefully in order to win this. There's one Viper in this, which is going to help to kill the Vikings. The Fungals can help as well. I think Maru should nuke this, honestly. He has a nuke. He should just nuke this, make him pull back. Some nice micro here from the Broodlords, trying to get on top of these siege tanks. But this last engagement is going to define the game here. Reynor with the stronger army, but this all comes down to the micro here. A couple of these spores getting killed here, and Maru can't afford to scan and kill these spores. The Vikings here trying to get on top of these Broodlords here. A massive fungal! Oh my god, the chain fungal's continuing to land. He might be able to get a parasitic bomb as well. The parasitic bomb does land. A lot of these Vikings die here, and this is disastrous here for Maru. He cannot afford to lose these ships. He needs them to kill the Broodlords. Oh my god, that was a beautiful move there from Reynor. The chain fungal into parasitic bomb, absolutely clutch. And Reynor is retaking the center right base here as well. Maru sees the units there. He's going to pull away here. I don't know if that's really the right idea. And I would love for Maru to nuke this base. I would love for him to nuke this base. He is going to scan up here. Can he get the snipes down on these lurkers? He certainly can, and he is going to be able to kill this base. Maru giving up the rich gas base to prevent Reynor from mining as well. Maru, now with a superior army supply, is building mass Thor Viking. Keep in mind, his Thors have +3 attack. His Vikings have +1 attack. So not the best upgrades, but Reynor's air units have no carapace upgrades. So they will actually melt like paper here compared to the Thors. Oh, this is such a sick game. Reynor's gonna have to long distance mine the minerals from the rich gas base. So actually, I think he's transferring all these drones down to the center left. Maru is gonna float his third orbital to the center right. He's gonna drop a hell of a lot of mules there. He's gonna mine as much as he can. Reynor is actually taking the rich gas base here from Maru, which is very important for Reynor. He's actually pretty close to running out of gas. And when he runs out of gas, he's not going to be able to build Vipers or Broodlords or anything like that. Nice snipe here on the missile turret here. This Thor in the wrong mode here is actually going to get killed here. And the Broodlords can come in on the 5th base of Maru, which is his healthiest mining base, aside from the 6th base that he's just now taking. Looks like these SCVs are going to try to evacuate here. The Broodlings actually going to get on top of quite a few of them. And these Lings here being a nuisance, forcing Maru to lift up here. And Reynor, oh my god. Almost all of his mining is at the center left base. All of it. He is going to try desperately to hold on to this base, no matter what. And if Reynor kills that base, it might just be over. Or if Maru can kill that base, it might just be over. I might have said Reynor. I apologize if I did. All right, so the Broodlord's coming out now. Maru's army is very slow, so actually coming into dealing with these Broodlords is very difficult here. And keep in mind that that center right base is very exposed to a Ling Red by. He should have kept like at least 2 tanks there, if he did it already. He might have. He sees the push here. He gets a nice EMP. Doesn't quite actually hit most of the infestors. And Reynor has to be super careful, because if his Broodlords are too far forward, the Vikings could just pick him off. Reynor's actually rotating with his army around the top here. And he's going to land and take the rich gas base at the top right here. I think this is better for Maru. I think Maru's in a better position. Reynor has a very scary army, and if he takes a good engagement, he can win this. Oh, I love this bird infester. Oh, that's so brilliant. I don't know why Reynor doesn't have any ravens in this army. Or Maru doesn't have any ravens in this army. He should get a raven. He should get at least one. If he knurls the ghosts and gets an EMP on the ghosts, that would be huge. Nice parasitic bomb here. Maru splits the medevac out perfectly. Again, there is a burrow infestor in this army. Did he just kill it? He might have just killed it. I actually don't know. Nope, it's right there. Okay. I would love to see Maru get a raven in this army. That would help so much here. And if he knurls a ghost, okay, the fungals are going down. Can this actually work? The fungals are down. He's gonna keep chain fungling the ghosts here. The Broodlord's getting a lot of damage done here on the anti-ground army. The parasitic bomb not landing, and Reynor just lost a lot of his units here. It doesn't look like he actually used the infestor in the back to EMP the ghosts. And the corruptors here are still very high in number, but there is just not enough to contest these Thors. He does not have enough anti-ground left. He has 3 Broodlords and an infestor. He cannot kill the Thors. He cannot kill the Thors. The Broodlords are going to go down. And once the Broodlords are down, Maru is going to take game 2. Oh my goodness. Reynor GG's. Maru takes game 2. Oh my goodness. Maru could 3-0 this, friends. Maru could totally 3-0 this. Reynor's playing very well. Reynor could come back and 3-2 this. But this is looking excellent for Maru. Okay. So he scans the armory, or he sees the armory. He sees no 3rd CC. This is a stem hellbat attack. He's building a baneling nest now. He's building as many units as he can. He's building a spine at the 3rd. He's preparing for this defense very well. A 3rd CC does start now for Maru. But can he hold against this attack is the question. The Lings are actually circling around here. Is Reynor going to get some nice economic damage done with the counterattack with these Lings is the question. This is not a full wall. The Lings are going to get in here. Maru is in a lot of trouble here. He's going to pull the boys and try to hold this for as long as he can while the Marines in the back stem and kill as many of these Zerglings as possible. But Rainer's going to get a lot of damage done here. That's 8 SCVs. That's a lot. That's a lot of damage here. And meanwhile, on the other side of the map, the push has been held already. There's 8 queens. There's a spine. There's banelings on the way here as well. And Reynor's in a phenomenal position so far this game. Maru does finally plug this wall with another supply depot. And we do have a lair on the way here now from Reynor. I'm going to think twice about doing that. We do have combat shields, tunneling claws, or drilling claws. The engine base coming down for Maru. Evo chambers coming down for Reynor. So Maru was unable to get any sort of damage done with his pressure build because Reynor did a beautiful counterattack at the same time. So this is definitely looking better for Reynor for now. Maru's going to come in here with this drop and see what he can get accomplished. Picks off a tumor. He's going to scan forward, kill as many of these tumors as he can. Picks up and leaves. And Maru not having any vision here is going to really suck. Kills this Overlord. Not going to clear the creep. Pulls back. Alright. Maru taking a 3rd CC here. Reynor's going to go for the Spire once again. On this map, I like it a lot. I think it's just there's a lot of wide open spaces. There's a lot of airspace for the mutas to hang out in. The main base is huge, so it's really hard for Terra to cover the whole area with missile turrets. But Maru's creep clearing this game has been absolutely outstanding here. He pulls back here. Reynor trying desperately to respread the creep. And Maru's got, I think that's a Widowmine drop on the way. And this one Ling here actually will scout this. Very nicely done there from Reynor. I love it. Just that one Ling is going to make this drop do basically nothing. All right, is Reynor going to commit here? It looks like he kind of has to. He's pretty deep on the creep here. So he's going to split them. He's going to drop the mines. He burrows them in the third base. They don't really do anything. He's going to drop another set in the natural. And they almost all go down. 7 drones there. Not bad, but that's 6 Widow Mines that he lost. Probably not worth it for Maru. Good defense there from Reynor. But Maru does see the Spire. He sees the Spire. He either already has missile turrets down, or he forgot that he saw a Spire. I don't know if Reynor has Overlord speed, but having Overseers with this is going to really help with the Widow Mines. And now Reynor has quite a few Hellions already out of the map. And the turrets are only just now going down here for Maru. I think Reynor got a contaminate off on one of the NG bays, which is why the upgrade was so late. That being said, Reynor has not started +2 melee, which is a really massive. Okay, there it is. And now we've got another Ling main Muta late game in our hands. Reynor going up to 100 drones, because of course he is. And now Maru needs to find a way to push out on this map, clear the creep, keep Reynor busy. He's going to clear a lot of creep here in the middle, which is very nice here for him. Reynor trying to kill these rocks here, which I actually quite like. Makes it a lot easier to pick this off. Now with the mutas here, this is going to be very dangerous here for Maru. Beautiful instincts to pick up and leave there. He would have absolutely lost it to the mutas if that weren't the case. And Maru's going to try to take this rich gas base here and mine out this mineral wall, which I think honestly is the best defensive option. It's kind of hard for Zerg to attack in there. But can Maru actually save this CC here? He can. The mineral wall is mined out enough. Maru scans. He sees the units are about to come and attack him here. He has his units ready for that attack. But meanwhile, keep in mind, there are a lot of Lings that are coming from the left side. I don't know if the wall is down here for Maru. But here comes the push. The wall is down. This is really bad here for Maru. These banelings are going to absolutely destroy Maru's economy. 10 SCVs have gone down already. It's likely going to be at least 30. 21. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. And the mutas here actually getting the missile turret as well. That one hole in the supply depot wall, and now suddenly Maru is in a horrible position. Absolutely horrible position. The Widow Mines, the mutas trying to get what damage done they can. Thor is here. It means business. And unfortunately, that one hole in the supply depot wall, Maru's now down a lot. Reynor's at 101 drones. He's going to take the top right base. He's going to take the bottom center base. I'm amazed he hasn't taken the rich gas base yet. Does he have a hive? Yeah, he's a hive. He's getting an ultra cavern. Okay. Reynor's actually going to go for ultras this game. Amazing. I never thought I'd see the day. I thought for sure he was going to go lurkers again. We do have +3 carapace on the way here now from Reynor. And these mutas going to try to get some damage done here. There are 2 Widow Mines there. Very dangerous here. The beautiful splash damage here on the mutas. Excellently controlled from Reynor. Kills both the turrets and the the widow mines. He contaminates one of the NG bays while killing the other one, and he's gonna get both of them. And wow, that's a massive upgrade reset there for Maru. Immediately rebuilding both the NG bays. Maru's getting pretty close to maxed out, though. He doesn't have a lot of money, but he's getting pretty close to maxed out. We do have +3. We do have chitinous plating. Reynor is maxed out with 101 drones, so he can't build ultras right now. And Maru is still losing a lot of SCVs here to this relentless muta pressure. Very nicely done here from Reynor. And trading way more cost efficiently this game. Now, Maru is trying to take the top center base. Reynor does scout it with a Ling. Maru actually lifts that. I don't know if he should have lifted that. I think he could have just set like 2 Marines to kill that and keep it there. I also don't know if Reynor is burrow. Now, Maru is somehow not taking a 5th base amongst all this. And if Reynor could just keep Maru on 4 bases, this is really excellent for Reynor. +3 only just now restarting here for Maru. And the mutants are going to come here. They might actually kill this base. He's going to get a siege tank for sure. And then killing this base would be huge. There is a massive Baneling run by here that kills the entire supply depot wall here. Will he lose the 5th base as well? He certainly will. Massive, massive blows here to Maru's economy. He can't afford to rebuild anything, and he needs to get the supply depot wall back up. So now what do you do here as Maru? I mean, do you try to kill a base, or do you try to trade efficiently here until Reynor hacks up too much? Reynor is taking the rich gas base. Creep spread not quite as far out as it should be. But the mutas here from Reynor still getting a ton of damage done here. Killing off so many of these missile turrets. And he pulls back immediately upon seeing the widow mines. Just excellent play here from Reynor overall. Picks off a widow mine, picks off a tank. Beautiful split there with the muta to not lose everything to that widow mine. And these banelings just rolling on in. He doesn't kill that much with those banelings, but he did kill the 4th base and he killed 16 SCVs, and that's enough. Reynor has so much money in the bank he can afford on this game to trade very cost inefficiently. He's lost several thousand resources more, but it doesn't matter. He's way far ahead, and he knows he's way far ahead. I'd love to see him get burrow. I'd love to see him get a spire, greater spire, 2nd spire. Just keep. Actually, no, he already has a spire. I'm an idiot. I'd love to see him get +3 on the mutas. Get a 2nd spire. Actually, the 2nd spire. I'm an idiot. He needs to keep checking. Just keep checking. Just get everything. Just get burrow. Get a pathogen glands. Get a lurker den. Maybe you want to switch into it later. There's +3 on the mutas. And he's still building mostly Lingbane Ultra here. He wants to make sure that he has a sufficient ground army here. And he needs to just keep rinsing and repeating. He needs to keep attacking. He needs to not let Maru get comfortable taking a 4th base. Which is exactly what we see right here. He's going to crash in here with these banelings. He's going to kill quite a lot of this army here. Most of the bios going down. And Reynor instantly remaxes here with an insane amount of units. While the mutas are continuing to wreak havoc here, picking off so many siege tanks and other valuable units. He remaxes with Ultra Ling. And he still has 3,000 gas in the bank. Maru is not maxed. He's got 195 minerals here, which is just not enough. Reynor's going to take this game, no question. Maru needs the best set of trades ever in order to live past this. But I don't think he's going to be able to do it. And Reynor finding another very open 5th base here. Will he be able to kill it with the mutas is the question. The ghosts are here. The ghosts actually get some really excellent snipes. Mutas pull back. He's not going to be able to kill the base, but the Ultra Bane might be able to kill this base. Maru needs to pull these SCVs. He needs to lift up. He doesn't. And the Banelings crash in on the SCVs. 3 of them going down. The orbital goes down. And Maru's attention is just pulled all over the place. 102 more Lings on the remax here for Reynor. And I just don't see any way that Maru lives this. He needs to lift the CC. He won't do it in time. And he loses that. That's it. This is GG. There's no way Maru can recover. Reynor has so much money. That was an excellent split, and it just didn't even matter. Maru has like no SCVs. He has no bases. Reynor can consistently remax here. And here comes the next wave, and this should be it here. He picks up, and the siege tanks are just getting annihilated here. GG. Maru. Sorry, Reynor takes game 3. Interesting. Maru actually walling off the natural this game. Reynor building a very fast Roach Warren. Are we going to see a mech game? Reynor doesn't have link speed either. That's interesting. If he's going to go for a... Oh, God. Oh, this is actually really bad. If Reynor's going to go for a mass Roach all-in right now, he's not going to have link speed. And without link speed, you can't do this all-in. I think that's what's happening. Oh, no. Oh, no, Reynor, please. Please tell me this is a macro play. Please. Please. Okay, good. He's still building grounds. Then he must be, well, he's still setting roaches across the map. Must be just like a quick pressure. Wait, hold on. What did he have before? What did he cancel there? He canceled the second Stargate? Was he supposed to build the fusion core? Oh no. Oh, he was supposed to build a fusion core. He was supposed to have a BC like right now, but now this roach attack actually has the potential to do a tremendous amount of damage. He's just gonna go for a Banshee here. He cancels. Oh god. He's gonna get this reactor. He's gonna get the supply depot as well. Maru's gonna try to repair here with what he has. He only has a Viking to stop this push. The corrosive bile's going down here. Actually kills the mule. Quite a lot of the SCVs. He's gonna get the supply depot. And Maru with no BC, there's no way he's going to be able to hold this off. Reynor's going to take a very easy game 4 here. He's going to try to wall this off with Engie base for as long as he can, but there is just no saving Maru here. Reynor's going to take this, no question. He's building Lings with no Ling speed. Maybe if he gets like an insane amount of drone damage done here, but there's just no way. There's just no way he's going to get that much. Maru has already lost this game. Oh my god. Yeah, he's got a Banshee now, but what the hell is one Banshee going to do against all this? Not enough is the answer. Yeah, there's just no way. There's no way that Maru can win this. He's got 2 Banshees now, but he's down. The problem is Maru doesn't have a 3rd CC. GG. Yeah, if he had a 3rd CC, maybe he can mule his way out of that, but it's still a lot. All right, we're tied up. I thought Maru was possibly going to 3-0 this, but Reynor's looking good. Reynor's looking very good. Let's see what happens here. All right, Maru's going to do a Widowmine Marine drop here in the main. He's got the Hellions on the south right side. The Widowmine does burrow. It does have Cloak. It crashes on one of the Queens. Oh, it doesn't have Cloak, excuse me. And what else can Maru really get done here? He's going to try to drop here. But the Queen coverage is really nice. That attack not going particularly well for Maru here. Can he actually get this Queen? That would be lovely. He stims. Can he get the Queen? He does not get the Queen. He needs to get out of here. Okay, the Queen almost got in range, almost picked off that medevac. But Maru wisely pulling back here. So I like this for Reynor quite a bit better. Two Engie bases coming down for Maru, so it's going to be a standard bio game. And I like the second Cloak Banshee here. Again, he can one-shot drones with 2 Banshees and do quite well. I also, honestly, I don't like taking this base here for Reynor. He has more creep at the other base, but it'll work. Reynor going to try to get down those rocks, and Maru's going to push out with his first drop. The creep spread here at 6 minutes is already pretty damn impressive here from our Italian Zerg. Now we gotta see what sort of pressure Maru can get down here. The Overseer and the Queen's already very beautifully positioned here. And now Maru coming in now. There's just no way you can clear any of this. The Hellions actually get the creep that's on the south right side, which is very nice. Or the Banshees, excuse me. Yeah, Maru having to control this drop and the Hellions and the Banshees is quite the time. Maru's upgrades are slightly faster. Rainor's gonna have a faster bailing speed. But Maru's trading about as efficiently as he can. He's gonna take his third base now. Reynor gonna go for meters once again. And getting that center left base. He now has almost 84 drones. As long as he takes the gases there, he should be fine. He takes the bottom center base as well. And Reynor is at... He's gonna go up to 95 drones. His fifth base isn't even done. Jesus. He's a mad lad. Maru's +1 finishes. His armory finishes. And he just hasn't really been able to clear this much of the creep. He's gonna get some of it now. Reynor with a nice counterattack here. Is there anything to defend at the third base? There's the 2 Banshees. He's actually gonna see this. This is really, really important here for Maru. Okay, so he actually just deflected that attack, which is the Banshees, which is really, really nice. Maru needs to start his +2, like, immediately. Let's see what this could get done. If he kills the 4th base here, this game is basically over. There's a lot of banelings coming in here now. They are gonna kill the Hellbats. There's 2 siege tanks here, which are very, very scary. But Maru, actually, with really excellent siege tank positioning here, is gonna do it. I think he's gonna kill this base. No, maybe not. There's a lot of banelings here. And from the back as well. This is getting really dangerous here for Maru. Can he actually stay and fight this? He picks up and leaves. He will lose a couple of tanks. And Reynor barely saves his very important 4th base here. But is there any way that Maru can pick it off in just a little bit of time here? Doesn't look like it. He has to pick up and leave. Loses several Marines on the retreat. He starts his +2 armor a little bit late. Maru's going to reinforce his push. He knows he needs to kill this base. The Cloak Banshees here actually have the potential to kill this base as well. Will he attack the Queens here? There's no detection with the Queens, but he's about to run out of Cloak energy. It looks like Maru getting a little bit blindsided here, as is Reynor. Both sides frantically pulling back. Maru's going to sim forward here once again. Reynor's pulled the drones. I think he's just going to transfer everything down to the bottom center base. He knows he can't hold this. Maru's trading very efficiently here. He kills this 4th base. Very important there. And Maru's Banshee's actually going rogue. They should have just killed the base in the bottom right, but it looks like he's going to kill the Queens here instead. And the mutas here from Reynor on the other side of the map. Can he get any damage done? The turrets are finished now. And Maru's bio actually getting caught out here in the middle. Beautiful pickups here. He pulls back. The siege tanks here. Very excellently placed here from Maru as well. Reynor's at a very excellent supply. And Maru's only just now taking a 4th base in the top center. Excuse me. +2 finishing up now here for Reynor. He's going to reclaim the center left base. And this game's going to stretch out a little bit longer. This song has nice sound. I know, right? They were so awesome in Brood War. Maru scanning up here actually clears quite a few of the meters here as well. Again, Maru trading so efficiently this game. Jesus. He's absolutely insane. Maru does find the base down here. There is nothing here to save this base. Nothing at all. Maru's bio here. Gonna get caught out in the middle of the map. A beautiful pickup here. Reynor does lose the bottom right base here. There's a lot of mutas here. I think that he's just gonna lose all of this, but he's gonna draw this out as long as he can. Yeah, with the mutas here, I don't think he can actually save this. There's another drop coming in here towards the top left. He's going to kill as many of these drones as he can. He picks out the spore. He's just going to go for the drones. Actually, he's going to go straight for the hatch. I don't know if I really like this. Okay, he doesn't have enough time. So this counterattack here from Reynor actually has the potential to do a lot of damage here. I don't know why he's turning around. He's finally going to commit to it here. And the SCVs have been pulled. There's a lot of reinforcements on the way here for Maru. He should be able to save the space. But he lost the drop in the center right. He's probably going to lose these medevacs here as well. Reynor's still maxed out. He's got a lot of minerals in the bank. And Maru trading a little bit less efficiently as time goes on here. Yeah, I don't know about this, boys. These banelings here crashing directly into all of this bio. Some excellent splits here from Maru. It's not quite enough. Still going to lose 8 SCVs there. Relands the orbital immediately. And this position's definitely better for Reynor. The only way it's better for Maru is that Maru's +3 is already on the way. But Reynor's already maxed. He's got 100 workers, and that's just going to mean he can pump out lings for days. And if he just keeps attacking this third base, he'll probably break through here. Nice splits on the lings here against these widow mines. There's just not enough here for Maru. He's going to have to lift. He lifts. He's going to try to pull the SCVs here a little bit too late. He's going to lose 10 of them on the retreat here. But Maru takes a relatively efficient engagement there. Relands the CC. But he's just losing too much. Reynor's +3 starts up here. He's getting overlord speed as well. He's taking all the bases on his side of the map. And this is looking really excellent here for the Italian Zerg. Maru is desperately trying to take this base here on the center right. He barely has any money. And he can't afford to lose, like, anything. Alright, here comes a link counterattack here. Maru has a very modest drop here. May not be enough. Kites back to the siege tanks, which are enough. And Reynor is desperately trying to get a planetary at the 5th side. He's trying to get more widow mines. He's trying to... I would hope he gets the sensor tower pretty soon. But again, he's kind of taxed for money here. Building a lot of turrets. And now Reynor's just going to drop creep on all the remaining expansions here of Maru. Nice widow mine shots coming in here. This is a lot of banelings here. There's quite a few marauders in this army, but I don't think that it actually matters. The banelings are going to be able to kill pretty much all this bio here. Maru barely lands this 5th CC here, but isn't enough. There's more reinforcements here from Reynor. There's mostly Thors here. The mutas are killing the SCVs at this base because there's no turrets here. And can these banelings actually get on top of the SCVs? They do. 13 SCVs going down here. Maru is getting a little bit overtaxed here, and the mutas are just completely uncontested, killing so many of these SCVs. Maru desperately switching back and forth between these bases trying to defend everything, but 18 SCVs are going down here. Maru still with 100 workers behind this is gonna be able to remax with whatever he wants and consistently has money to do it. These queens are gonna die here, but there is just so much coming out from Reynor now. I don't think that Maru is gonna be able to hold this. It's looking really bad here. He has to find a way to hold on. The Thors and widow mine's actually getting beautiful shots here. He's going to try to engage on top of these Thors, and he actually takes another horrible shot here to the widow mines. Reynor not trading particularly cost efficiently, but doesn't even matter. He has so many banelings. They're coming forward here. The Thors are somehow still alive. The planetary goes down, which is all that Reynor needed to accomplish here. But somehow, Maru has a bio squad that's coming in here, attacking some of the bases here of Reynor. He's going to continue to push here. And Reynor just doesn't have what he needs to deal with this. There's 7 ultras on the way, but they are a long way from being here. Reynor's going to kill another base here. And I think that Reynor's actually in a not too bad position. He needs to retake the center right base as soon as he can. He needs to get some sensor towers up. But this is actually looking not too bad here for Reynor. The Baileys are going to come in here now. Maru picks up immediately. Excellent reaction time here. He's going to go in towards the main. And there's just not that much to defend here. Another bio squad here from Maru going to attack this base here of Reynor in the bottom center. And he needs all these bases. He's remaxed here, but he's actually out of money. Oh my god. Can Maru come back? This is such a crazy game here. There's 7 Ultralisks now in this army, which is going to be really difficult for Maru to deal with here. He doesn't have that. He doesn't have any ghosts in his army. His marauder count is not super high. And there are 7 Ultras here. They don't have chitinous plating yet, so if he could just kite this, then he might be all right. But this is so much to ask here for Maru. There's no mutas left in this army either. A beautiful widow mine shot here, and Reynor's bank is almost all gone. And again, he does not have the bases to replace this. He does have another bio drop in the main that is still doing damage here. Reynor looks like he's going to try to counterattack here. He does lose this base, but he is going to counterattack. Maru has a lot of units here at his third base, but it doesn't even matter. He lifts his 5th orbital here, which was floated down from his main, but this is so many ultras here. They do have chitinous plating. They don't have anabolic synthesis here. These Marauders might be able to kite these ultras here. If Maru can do this just perfectly, he'll be able to kill all these ultras, and he might be able to win this game. But this is still really, really ridiculous here. Another bio drop here. He's going to kill this base here from Reynor. And is this too much? The Ultralists here getting on top of the Marauders. Oh no! Maru just lost a huge amount of his army here. He can't kill these Ultralists here. 3 Ultralists on the left side of the map for absolutely no goddamn reason. But it looks like Maru will just barely be able to save his 5th base here. And Reynor still has a pretty strong army here. He's out of money. Both players lost an insane amount of units and money. Reynor lost even more. He needs to retake the center bases. But this is just so much coming out here from both sides. It looks like Reynor's going to try to attack this top center base. Reynor is going to attack the bottom right base. This is so much happening all over the place here. The planetary in the top gets absolutely wrecked. But there is not much that Reynor can do to stop this attack here in the bottom right. All of his ultras are out on the map. He's going to kill so many of these SCVs. Maru is down to basically no money. This is such a close game. Who is going to take this fight? Maru has the better army by far, but there are so many Ultralisks here. The siege tank's going to town. And is there enough here for Maru to hold this attack? I don't think there is. The siege tank falls. The Ultras get trapped out here towards the top of the natural. The bio drop from Maru is going to kill all of this. The Runa Remax is brilliant. There's so many Marauders in this army. He can't actually fight this. He's going to try to kite here towards the Widowmines to see if those can take out the mutas, but there are so many Marauders in this army. I don't think that Maru actually has enough anti-air to kill these mutas. There's Liberators here, but they're not going to do a damn thing. The splash damage actually very nice now that I point that out, and it looks like a lot of these mutalisks are going to fall. Who is going to take this fight? It's so close. I think Reynor just barely has enough. There is nothing left here for Maru, save for the Widowmines. 14 SCVs going down here. Reynor takes the supply lead, and I think that Reynor has done it. I think he's done it. I don't think Maru can actually remax here. He only has 31 SCVs. This has been such a close game this entire time. Even losing these Widowmines here is actually devastating for Maru here. A beautiful split here. He kills quite a few of the Banelings, but I don't think that Maru can do it. I just don't think he has the economy he needs. He's floating his main down to the 5th base. He's floating his natural over to the 4th. Maru is out of money. He needs to drop as many mules as he can, assemble an army, and do something here. This is one of the closest CVTs I've ever seen. Reynor's going to go for a desperate counterattack here towards the top center. There's no army here in place for Maru, and the Ultralisks here are on the center left, trying to do whatever they can. Maru's going to lose even more of his very precious SCVs that he cannot afford to lose. 16 of them going down in a heartbeat, and Maru, he just has no defensive potential left. He's got one final attack left in him. I don't know if he has the tools that he needs. This is such a crazy game. And after all of this, Maru has a phenomenal army. But it may not matter. Reynor has a pretty excellent economy here. And again, if Maru just takes the best engagement of all time, he wins this. But Reynor has a lot here. This is a lot of ultras coming out here. The Liberator's sieging up here. Maru tucked into a very odd defensive posture, caught between a Mutalisk and a hard place. This is so crazy here. Reynor's trying to take the bottom center, or the bottom right. And Maru is attempting to re-macro from here. But Reynor, he has 3 times the economy. He's gonna be able to build a better army here, no matter what. Yeah, I think if Maru loses this game, it's going to be because after all of this nonsense for the last like 5 minutes, he waited too long and let Reynor regain his economy. He needed to somehow keep the pressure on, which I don't think, like, it's really difficult to do that, but it's what he needed to do. I think the Widowmines here still getting damage done here on the army of Reynor. The supplies are basically even, but Reynor with a much better economy is in a better position here. Maru's going to pull back here. Okay, Reynor looks like he's going to do a double attack. The mutas are coming in towards the 4th base. Maru's going to push out on creep here. I don't know if I really like this. This is very dangerous. But here come the Widow Mines. Are they going to be able to land on these mutants? One of them does. Okay, Maru's actually going to attack into this base. Can he kill it? He certainly can. The medevacs are going to pick up. The Widow Mines get some really excellent shots here. Reynor loses another very important base here. And Reynor with another attack down here. This is where all of the Ultra Infestor is. The Fungals are fantastic from the Italian Zerg. Maru loses a huge chunk of his bio army. He has to try to stem against these Ultralists. And the medevacs just cannot reach this bio. Oh no, Maru just lost so much of his army there. Meanwhile, down here, more Widow Mines are in position, but I don't think it's gonna matter here. Reynor should be able to clear this base, and if he does, he will beat the best player in 2018, second only to Cyril. And I think Reynor's just gonna do it right here. I don't think that Maru actually has the tools that he needs. The Fungals land, they are massive. The Infestor's actually getting picked off on the retreat here, and Maru does not kill the orbital. So Reynor doesn't kill the orbital. If Maru can somehow clear all of this, maybe he has a chance. I think Reynor just has too many mining bases here, and there's no way for Maru to take another base. He can't do it. There's creep everywhere. This is so ridiculously close. But I think Reynor's gonna do it. I think the young Italian Zerg is going to win against Maru. A beautiful Widow Mine shot here kills 8 drones. And another beautiful Widow Mine shot here lands on the mutas. More Widow Mines going to town, but Reynor just is way too much here. The Ling run by coming out here. Maru has to take this engagement here into Infestor Ultra. He pulls the boys against Ultralists. You know he's desperate. He has nothing left. He has nothing left. He has 78 supply. He has 78 supply to 125. Maru is losing all of his production here to these Lings. Reynor is just barely going to win this. And I can't believe my eyes. I can't believe that Reynor is going to win against Maru. He knows it. He's lying back in relief. He's killed everything here. It's only a matter of time before the Lings actually get on top of all the rest of this. Maru does not want to admit defeat, but there is no stopping what Reynor has left. GG is called. Reynor takes it. Oh my goodness. He's so happy. Good for him. He 3-2's Dark. He 3-2's Maru. And I'm not even going to watch the round of 4 with the Protoss. I don't care who it is. We're just going to go straight to the final.